Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahai, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishop and elders of Great Millstone, who are well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, ready accepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing the truth and believing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Agua who are listening, learning. If you sisters who are listening, learning. I'm Isaiah from Jim Messolano Camp, coming into another lesson, truth, facts, faith, and edification, another day of edification, Lord, what is better to find. So I titled this lesson, Y'all gather together to destroy us, which is the 17 heathen nations, our enemies, the Lord's enemies. Y'all gather together to destroy us. Now y'all are being gathered to be destroyed. Lord willing to be able to find. Now to tell you in Exodus 15:3, as it reads, the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Turn this volume down. The reason these things are happening, dealing with these nations are being gathered, dealing with these nations and testing missiles, the rumors of wars, is because Yahweh Shema Bashai is stirring you up for World War III. Listen to this.
Looking at that pivot to Asia as it seeks.
Hold on.
NATO is also looking at that pivot to Asia as it seeks to work with partners in the Pacific. Our global affairs correspondent Maya Rodriguez joins us now live from the site of the summit. And Maya, why would NATO be looking at joining forces with the countries beyond North America and Europe?
Well, Del, in a word, it's China. Basically, NATO is worried about China's impact, specifically the help that China is providing Russia with the war in Ukraine. So because of that, there are world leaders from several Pacific nations who are here at the summit today to try to figure out how they can better coordinate and work with NATO. Now, in a joint declaration today, the leaders of NATO said, quote, China is a decisive enabler in giving Russia large-scale support in its invasion of Ukraine. Today, though, China fired back. Its foreign minister create chaos in the Pacific. On top of this, while South sending weapons and aid. So against that whole backdrop, leaders of Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, and Australia are here at the summit. They're working with NATO members this morning, figuring out ways to increase cooperation between their countries in the Pacific and alliance. That cooperation is going to include 4 new joint projects focusing on Ukraine, artificial intelligence, disinformation, and cybersecurity. One expert tells us you only need history to understand why NATO is focusing on the Pacific.
So it's the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. But in World War II, we all know that that war didn't just happen in the Atlantic, it also occurred in the Pacific. And the United States and Canada are also Pacific nations. And so just because it's called the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that doesn't mean that it only looks at things that are happening in the Atlantic.
One other thing to note in all of this, and it is a real oddity, is that Hawaii is not under NATO protection. That's because when the treaty was signed back in 1949, territories were not included under NATO protection, and that's what Hawaii was. It had not become a state yet. So this week, a group of bipartisan U.S. senators sent a letter to U.S. Secretary of State Blinken urging he does have NATO protection.
North Atlantic and now the Pacific. Maya, if you would clear up one thing that so many people have asked me about, which is that they say that Russia may have a point when it looks at Ukraine, because they say, imagine that Russia had nuclear missiles or weapons in Cuba. What would the United States do? But the issue with NATO involving Russia and Ukraine is the fact that Russia invaded Ukraine's borders, correct?
Correct. They invaded a country that is a democracy. It has its own territorial integrity. And NATO basically thought, this is part of Europe. Of course, we have two new members in NATO. We had Finland and Sweden join within the last year, and that was specifically because of the actions that Russia took in invading Ukraine. So if Russia thought that was going to be a deterrence, it actually encouraged two new members to join NATO who had famously been, frankly, militarily neutral. Del?
Ukraine is not a part of NATO. It's a part of Russia. The city, country, the state of Ukraine, whatever you want to call it, is of Russia, just like Taiwan is of China. So I played this video. I just saw this at the last, when I'm about to do this lesson. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. He's talking to the remnant of Israel, the 2/3. They're trying to get it on this side. For my determination, Yahweh's, the Heavenly Father Yahweh's determination is to gather the nations that I, Yahweh, may assemble the kingdoms to do what? To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Now, this just popped up as I was about to do this lesson. So I had to play that. So these nations, these niggas is coming, they trying to figure out, hold on, it's only 3 minutes. I'm gonna play this one more time, and we finna get into the lesson. Because the Lord had this just pop up out the blue as I gather all my little, because I got like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 articles I want to show. Lord willing, I can show them. Lord willing. This popped up right as I was about to start this lesson. One more time. Let's listen. All this is going on because these heathens put their hands on Yahushua and the Israelites. As it's saying, let me read this. This is why this is happening, man. This has nothing to do with the so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man, the so-called Japanese man. This has nothing to do with the heathens. This is all about Hebrew Israelites. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. This is all about you. Whether you can accept it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not. This is about the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, first and foremost. This is about Yahweh Shema Shah, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, exalting his name and his power in the earth again. And it's about. Let's play this one more time.
NATO is also looking at that pivot to Asia in the Pacific. Our global affairs correspondent Maya Rodriguez joins us now live from the site of the summit. And Maya, why would NATO be looking at joining forces with the countries beyond North America and Europe?
Well, Del, in a word, it's China. Basically, NATO is worried about China's impact, specifically the help that is providing Russia with the war in Ukraine. So because of that, there are world leaders, several positions who are here at the summit today to try to can coordinate and work with NATO. Joint NATO said is an enabler, giving Russia large-scale support in its invasion of Ukraine.
What is America doing with Israel and Gaza, man? It's not Israel abling and aiding. I just saw the news, another 200 some billion million. What are they talking about? This is the hypocrisy, the hypocrisy of the so-called white man.
Today, though, China fired back. Its foreign minister warning NATO, quote, to not create chaos in the Asia Pacific. On top of that, you also have North Korea supporting Russia with weapons in that war, while on the other side, Japan and South Korea are sending Ukraine weapons and aid. So against that whole backdrop, leaders of Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, and Australia are here at the summit. They're working with NATO members this morning, figuring out ways to increase cooperation between their countries in the Pacific and an alliance that was founded 75 years ago with its eyes squarely focused on the Atlantic. That
Okay, now I got some articles. This is the hypocrisy of the so-called white man. But all this is happening because they put their hands on the apple of the Lord's eye. So let's get these articles. And to tell you in Habakkuk 2 that they should take up a proverb against Babylon the Great. Here's the first one. Shalom to the Akim, I want to in Yahweh Shema Shai Baraka Thumb. And I was gonna read some of these, but I ain't. You can go to them and read them. They fire. Every last one of these articles, the read is fire, man. Because this is the taunting proverb against Babylon the Great. This one reads, Putin is about to deliver NATO's final humiliation. This is the taunting proverb that's in Habakkuk 2. That's also in let me get this. In Michael chapter 2. But again, reading this, Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. When I first started, I mentioned Exodus 15 and 3. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. You get this in Micah 2. This is Micah 2 and 4. In that day shall one take up a parable against you. Who? Verse 3 say, therefore thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil. What's the family? The so-called white man. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with the doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed a portion of my people. How have he removed it far from me? Turned away, he have delivered our fields. Salak, you bear with me for a moment. Somebody ringing my doorbell. Hold on. Salakia. So going back to this Micah 2, again it reads, so this is talking about these elites, those that's in power. Let's start at 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and were evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. As it says in Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So they have the power. They are in control. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shah, Barakatah, Barakatham. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Now this applied to the Hebrew Israelites first and foremost. But now all the other nations is getting the same judgment. They getting the same rape, rob, murder, pillage, and plundering, the atrocities that the Israelites got. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which you should not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with the doleful lamentation. So these are parables. This is right here, Putin is about to deliver NATO's final humiliation. This is a taunting proverb. This is Habakkuk 2 and 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? And a taunting proverb. When you go to the word taunting proverb in the blue letter, they say a mocking. This is a mocking. And a taunting proverb against him. So let me show you the other articles. And these read, every one of these articles, these reads is good. Let's go to this next one. Because this is about these Edomites, these heathens coming together and putting their hands on us. Now, your asses is being gathered for to be destroyed, bitch. Y'all gather together to destroy us. Now Yahweh Shema Rashai is gathering y'all to destroy you. This next one is, get this. In the video I just played, they were talking about China. China helping Russia with Ukraine. Well, America helping Israel. You go against Gaza, right? America helping Taiwan to go against China. America, man. Right here. China is outraged after NATO accuses it of involvement in Russia's war in Ukraine for the first time. China cannot enable the largest war in Europe in recent history without this negativity impacting its interest and reputation. NATO said in a for war, man. Now my screen went black. Slovakia had a blackout there. So let me get this other article. Slovakia, I don't know what happened now. Screen had went black on my side. Let me get the other article. I just want to show these headlines, man, because the Lord is gathering these bastards to be destroyed, man. So this one say, these is some fire articles, man. And I got a few precepts. Of course, I got a plethora of precepts, actually. Lord willing, I just want to show these articles and to get these precepts, Lord willing. So this one say, NATO allies commit to sending dozens of air defense systems to Ukraine, including 4 Patriots. Missiles, man. See, and the point I'm making in this lesson is you put your hand in, all these nations gather together to come against the Hebrew Israelites. And now the Lord is gathering these nations. Screen went black on my side again. Salakia. Salakia. They did it again. Screen went black on my side again. Salakia. Let's get rid of this. And all these articles is fire reads, man. I don't know why Esau keep blacking my screen on this side. So these articles is fire, man. The reads on them. I just want to read the titles and get the next ones. Keep it moving. Because Esau keep blacking my screen on this side. So Salakia for that. Let me get this next one. All these articles is fire reads, man. All of them. But I'm showing you the Lord is gathering these heathens because of what they done to us. I'm trying to get through these articles. Just the articles. I ain't reading nothing from the articles, but they fucking with my damn channel. I just want to get through these articles so I can read these precepts. So let's get. So that one, China criticized NATO for Russia-Ukraine war. Let's get this one. Look at this. All praise to Yahweh Shema Bashah, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Bashah. The Lord, man. Fire, man. Exciting times. You know, persecution is coming, you know, to certain brothers and sisters in the faith that, you know, the hopeful let. But salvation is coming too, man. You know, persecution is coming. You know, not one of us know who's the lad, who's gonna make it through, but it doesn't fucking matter. Because I was reading the last lesson. When you read in Sirach 41, dealing with the sentence of death, we don't fear death, man. Because death is only the beginning. Like what boy said in the Mummy, man. Death is the beginning, man. We don't fear death, man. They don't fear us. Esau got to figure out something else, man. We understand now. So persecution is coming, but also salvation, man. So this right here, this article reads, look at this. Come on, bitch, act right. The U.S. says it's going to put its new long-range strike missiles, including hypersonic weapons, in Germany. Now, I just did a lesson about a few weeks ago, couple weeks. Germany said they're thinking about joining BRICS. What? How is this going to play out? Anyway, let's get this other article. I'm going to keep it moving. I want to keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Let me get this one. Beautiful times, man. The Lord is gathering these bastards. Now, I'm showing this because I read this because it popped up It's an article, and this just, I don't know why, but it excited me because I understood just the first little paragraph I read in this. Like it just, I don't know, it just did something to me. Listen to this. It's a Earth's inner core rotation has begun moving backwards. Right? Where are we going as a nation? Where are we going? We're going back. And there's plenty of scripture. The Lord said He gonna do better. One Ezekiel 34. There's another one in Jeremiah 33. Ezekiel 36. The Lord said He gonna do better unto us as at our beginnings, right? So I just read this after I left the plantation. It say Earth's inner core rotation has begun moving back. So I just gonna read this first paragraph in this. Listen to this. It reads, in these modern times, we often take the stability of our world for granted. However, an epidemic, Salakia, an academic revelation suggests we are in the midst of at least the ground 3,220 miles beneath our feet, Earth's inner core. It says, come on, that right for me. It says, scroll down, research spearheaded by Dr. John Vadell, Dean Professor of Earth Sciences at the University of Southern California. He says, has confirmed a slow deceleration of Earth's inner core rotation to the point where it is moving backwards. Can't make this shit up. This perplexing shift may have profound implications for our planet. Our Earth holds a secret deep. Hold on. Our Earth holds a secret deep within. Yes, it do. What the Lord say? He was gonna make us not to be known among the people. Guess what's happening? The Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians are being known among the people. This is what's happening. Let's keep reading. This is funny. Our Earth holds a secret deep within, discovered by Danish, whatever this is, semologist. It's a Lehman in 1936. The Earth inner core is a solid metal ball, somewhat akin to an inscrutable top whirling independently inside our spinning planet. Despite its elusive nature, the inner core has drawn the interest of the scientific community for its peculiar characteristics. What's the peculiar characteristics? That the Earth is in sync with the Hebrew Israelites, man. It's in sync with us. The Lord said He made the world for our sakes. Primarily, its rotation speed and direction, Salakia, the persistent debates have finally led to the assertion that our inner core spin is not constant. Instead, it may be slowing down. What's slowing down? The rulership of the so-called white man. This nigga power is coming to an end. Understanding the rotation of the inner core is a bit like trying to read a book in the dark. The inner core is out of reach for direct observation of sampling. And the Lord, and these niggas, they got a camera where they can say, men are here, brother, can be a lesson of them observe. They got a camera that can see the observable universe. And then this nigga Neil Tyson deGrasse said that The universe is constantly expanding. We know this, nigga. Here the Lord say he stretched out the heavens as a curtain. We already know this. It says scientists have relied on examining the, I don't know this word, Semitic. Let me hold on. Let me pronounce this right. Let's go to Google. Let's go to Google. Yes, SMIC. Seismic. Okay. Okay, now I hadn't heard the word before. Okay, seismic waves from large earthquakes and their interactions with the core to gain insight. So the point I wanted to make was in the top when they said, let's go back and read this again. In these modern times, we often take the stability of our world for granted. However, an academic revelation suggests we are in the midst but the Lord is gathered again, and I was putting these precepts because these devils, they don't have no clue why they going back and forth. And when you read in Daniel's 2, it tell you that the Edomites, first Daniel 2 and 4, 3, it say they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another. Why? Because the so-called white man is the wicked. The other nations, they're just about wanting their countries, wanting their people to be able to have access to food and be decent and okay and nobody bothering them. And but Esau is the wicked. His actions, his nature is different from the other 16 heathen nations. That's why the scriptures say when he be put to death, everybody gonna rejoice. This is the last one. Look at this. And this had just popped up at the end of 2 when I was putting my scripture together and I was looking at different articles. So here's the last one. Now, China and South Korea is the last 2 nations that's joining Babylon the Great. Outside of, I ain't talking about NATO and EU. I'm talking about these niggas is the last 2 nations, Japan and South Korea. And what did the Edomites do to they drop bombs on them, man? Test launch of its hypersonic. Why? Because the Lord is stirring up all the nations, man. The Lord's stirring up all the nations. So I'm gonna drop these and get this blue letter. Get these precepts. We're gonna close out. So I want to show those articles because all these articles is showing dealing with Putin and China, and now North Korea is with China. I mean, North Korea is with China too, but North Korea is with Russia. Hold on, bear with me here. Come back to me. Let's drop this. Let me get these precepts. Because the Lord is gathering these bastards. As I read Zephaniah 3 and 8, man. And to pour upon them his indignation. Fiery indignation, man. Why? Because they put their hands on us. Now I'm going to get these precepts. Because these niggas knew. When you read in the book of Judith, when you go to Judith 5, right? When you read that chapter, it tell you in that book, it was Edom, Ammon, and Moab, man. Edom, Ammon and Moab was together, man, to take us down, to cut off our water. So bear with me here while I get rid of the rest of this. Get rid of all these links and read these precepts, man. So first I'm finna get. So like the point of the lesson is what's going on right now. As a matter of fact, let's read this again. Let's read this again. Let's go to Zephaniah. All this is happening because these niggas put their hands on us, man. And us following these heathen nations, we follow their idols. And we start calling on their idols. So the Lord is magnifying his name in the earth again, man. First and foremost, Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations. You want to use big words? Here is one. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation. Here's another big word. You want to use big words, Esau? To pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Right? That's why I tell you in Revelation 19, on Yahweh Shai's head with many crowns, man. Now, this is, let me get these precepts first. This is Psalms 71 and verse 10. Listen to this. See what's going on right now? Again, all these nations, everybody in an uproar, because you put your hands on the Hebrew Israelites, man. This is the Lord. Remember what it said in what is that, Zechariah? When the Lord said that he would give us praise and fame in the land we was put to shame. Yeah, man. Yep, beautiful precept. This is GMS Homesick Israelite. Subscribe to the brother channel. This is the elder brother Nine Kemp. Subscribe to the brother channel, the elder channel. He do edifying lessons. Judah 16 and 17. Woe to the nations that rise up against my kindred. The Lord Almighty will take vengeance of them in the day of judgment. Why? What? In putting fire and worms in their flesh, and they shall feel, and and weep forever. That's fire, the water. Hey, Shalom, y'all about to There's fire. The Lord is the what in putting fire and worms in their flesh, and they shall feel and weep forever, man, which is a long period of time. Fire. So this is Psalm 71 and 10. For my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together. See, and that's why I titled the lesson this, man. Again, y'all gather together to destroy us, the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indians, and Haitians. Now you how about Shema Shai is gathering y'all to be destroyed, man. Y'all gathered together to destroy us. Now y'all are being gathered to be destroyed. Psalms 71 and 10. For my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together. Hold on. Precept. Proverbs 15 and 22. Let's read this. Proverbs 15 and 22. Without counsel, proposals are disappointed, but in a multitude of counselors, they are established. Precept to this. Proverbs 20 and 18. What do these Edomites do? These Chinese and Japanese, Elam, Ishmael, and Ham, and them, you bitch ass niggas, took counsel together. Proverbs 20:18. Every purpose is established by what? Counsel. And with good advice, make war. What do? They went in and gathered the intel. They got the intel. What Psalm 64 say? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. They know how to get to Jake. Well, guess what? Yeah, how about Shema Rashad know how to get to you too? How about that? So with good advice, they make war. Let's go back to the Psalms. Psalms, Salakia. Moving a little too fast here. Psalm 71 and 10. And it reads, for my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, God hath forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. See, they know. They knew, and they know. Jeremiah, like it say in Judah 5, man, it was Esau, Ammon, and Moab, man. This is Jeremiah 50 in verse 7. I got to get these precepts first to show you what happened. So now, which we all know, but to put them in an order, the reason why the Lord is gathering these bastards. Jeremiah 50:7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, go read Psalms 83, our adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even Yahweh, the hope of their fathers. So they knew that the Lord had hid his face, man, from us. And they tell you in Judges 2 that the Lord, it said the Lord was high with Israel in Judges 2, starting at 14. The Lord was high with Israel, and he sold us into the hand of our enemies. Hold on. Let me pull up this apocryphal. Bear with me here. Let me pull this up because I got to go into this. Let's go into this. See, we know what happened, man. It's 2/3 slow-bellied niggas that don't know what's going on. So let me go here to First Maccabees. See, the Esau, these heathens knew that the Lord had forsaken us, man. Come on, tighten up. Bear with me for a moment here. Trying to get this right. Go to First Maccabees, chapter 2. Now, I'm reading it. I'm about to read this, but you can go to Daniel's 8 and to tell you about when Alexander the Great took power, and he died his 4 generals. That out of one of his generals came the Seleucid dynasty, which Antiochus Epiphanes. And when you read in Daniel's 8, it tell you that he cast some of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So this is First Maccabees 2 and 10, and it reads, precepting that Psalm 71, 10 and 11, and that Jeremiah 50 and 7. Let me show you on the screen. Bear with me. Pull this up. Got these 2 precepts I'm going to read from the Apocrypha, then I'm going to go back. So this is First Maccabees 2 and 10. And it reads, make sure it's sharing. Okay. It reads, this First Maccabees 2 and 10, what nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? See it? Hold on. Let's get another one. This is Additions to Esther. Let's go to verse. Let's go to chapter 10 and verse 8. Let's get this. Look, see? Right here. And the nations, listen to this. And the nations were those that were assembled to do what? To destroy the name of the Jews. Where is that at? In Psalms 83. And the nations were those that were assembled to destroy the names of the Jews. Hold on. Hold on. I got another one. Additions to Esther, chapter 11 and 7. And it reads, it say, and at their cry, whose cry? Israel's cry, all nations, what? Were prepared to battle, that they might fight against who? The righteous people. Yep. Hold on. I got another one. This is why these nations is being gathered for war, man. You niggas, you heathen nations, you put your hands on the right people or the wrong people, however you want to look at it. This is addition of the 14 and 6. The addition of the 14 and 5. It reads, from my youth up, I have heard in the tribe of my family that thou, O Lord, tookest Israel from among all people, and our fathers from all their what? Predecessors, for a perpetual inheritance. That Deuteronomy 32 and 8. And thou hast performed whatsoever thou didst promise them. And now we have sinned before thee. Therefore hast thou given us into the hands of our enemies. But that one in Esther 10 and 8, what did it say? Let's go back and get this. That's the direct precept to Psalms 83. Let's read this again. Esther 10 and 8. And the nations were those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews. So now we got to go back to Psalms 83. Because who destroyed the name? Who was this? The elites, the so-called white man. Let's go back to it. Let's go to Psalms. We're going to take it from the top. Lights, camera, action. Roll camera. Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thy silent, O power. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O power. For lo, who? Thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee lifted up the head. They have taken crafty, what? Counsel against thy people, and consulted against the hidden ones. This buzzword right here, crafty. What's crafty mean? Eve said, when you go back and look at it, Eve said he beguiled me. One of the words when you go into beguile is crafty. When you go to Ephesians 6 and it say the wiles of the devil, one of those words, crafty, cunning, conniving, trickery.
Strong's H 6191. Aram. Aram.
It say, see, right here, to be crafty, to be subtle, to be crafty. Take crafty counsel, be crafty, prudent. That's why when you see, to be cunning. usually in the bad sense. Take crafty, be prudent, deal subtly. This is what they do. So when he said he beguiled me, one of the words there is crafty, man. Subtly, man. Again, they have taken crafty counsel against our people and consulted against the hidden one. See, this word consulted, another buzzword. They always do this, man. They have said, come, what? And let us cut them off. Who? From being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with what? One consent. They are confederate. Buzzword. Who came up with the word confederate? In this time, the so-called white man. But the Lord been said it, man. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. See? Edom, Ishmael, Moab. These key players, man. Ammon, Amalek, Philistines. See it? Key players. Hold on. Let's get this. In Isaiah 11, right? You niggas, man. You niggas is in trouble. And the Lord is gathering you bastards. Look at this. Can't make this up. And it shall come to pass, Isaiah 11:11, in that day, that the Lord shall set his hand again a second time to recover the remnant of his people, which the elect of Israel, the 144,000 men, and the unknumbered multitude of men, women, and children, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. Because Jacob scattered through the four corners of the earth. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from where, Lord, the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Here is the point I want to make. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of who, Lord? The Philistines towards the east. They shall spoil them of the Salaki. They shall fly upon the shoulder of the Philistines upon towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon who? Edom. And who? And Moab. And who? And Ammon. When you go to, let me show you this. I gotta show you this. Before I close, I gotta show you this. Let's go back to the Apocrypha real quick. When you go to the book of Judith, let me do this. So in the book of Judith, let me pull it up here. Bear with me. I just want to show you these names in here, man. Oh no, it was in was it 16? As a matter of fact, it's 16. Let's go in here. Let's see. Nope. 7. As I think about it now. I think it was 7. Bear with me. Yep. So in the book of Judith, chapter 7, right? So you got this guy here. It say Judith 7:1. The next day, Holofernes commanded all his army. Let me make sure they're sharing. Okay. He commanded all his army and all his people, which were come to take his part, that they should remove their camp against Bethuliah, to take aforehand the ascents of the hill country, and to make war, what? War against the children of Israel. Then their strong men removed their camps in that day, and the army of the men of war was 170,000 footmen and 20,000 horsemen. It's like in 12,000 horsemen. Beside the baggage and other men that were afoot among them, a very great multitude. So let me show you who's in here. Verse 8. Then came unto him Holofernes, all the who? Look at this. All the chief. The chief. Who are the chief of the children of Esau? Huh? Don't worry. I'll wait. Who are they? Amalek, man. Then came unto him all the chief of the children of Esau. And who else? And all the governors of the people of Moab, man. You see it? Can't wait to put our hands on you niggas, man. You elite niggas, man. Can't wait. Hold on. Let me show you another name in here. Where is it? Right here. So the camp of the children of Ammon, you see it? Ammon. Look, 18. Then the children of Esau went up with the children of Ammon. See it? Look, and the rest of the army of the Assyrians camped in the plain. Yeah, these niggas was together. I just want to show you that point. See that? That's why Isaiah 11, it said what? Let's go back to this. Because these niggas got to pay, man. They got to pay, man. They all got to pay, man. Let me go back to it. Let me get my last closing precepts. So again, it say, Isaiah 11:14, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. Yep. Now, I was making that point. Psalms 140 and 1. And it reads, see, they always been made war against us, man. That's why the Lord said, wait ye upon him. We don't got no power to go against these heathens, man. This is a spiritual, we have spiritual power. But these niggas is running a carnal battle, man. So Yahweh Shai going to send back Michael the angels. Yahweh Shai coming back to carnally destroy these niggas, man. We just spiritually got to be patient and wait. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they, what? Gathered together for war. See, they have always been gathered together to come against you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, man. Well, Isaiah 9:5. It reads, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. This is how they fought in ancient time. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So what is the this? That word this is the buzzword in this verse. What is the this? Revelation 9 and 12. And it reads, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Revelations 11 and 14. And it reads, the second woe is past, and behold, the what? Third woe cometh quickly. So the Lord is gathering these heathens for World War III. This is Isaiah 34 and 1. It reads, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, 17 the nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them, future prophecy. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Joel 3 and 9. We know what's going on, man. Like these guys, these Richard Wolfs and these Clay from Redacted and what's this guy name? Glenn Bex. They can go into the details and tell you what's going on, but they don't know why. They can't tell you why. Joel chapter 3. Why is these things happening, Lord? For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. What else you gonna do, Lord? I will also gather all nations. What you gonna do to them? And will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people. This word plead right here is different from the plead in Jeremiah 50 and 34. Go look it up. This plead right here, as it tell you in Isaiah 66 and 15, when it said the Lord will plead with all flesh, is this a different plead from the one in Jeremiah 50 and 34. Go look it up. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel. Go look at what heritage means if you don't know. You slow belly, you wacky Christians. To my God, love everybody. For my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered, diaspora among the nations, and parted my land. Hold on. Where your land at, Lord? They parted your land? Where's the Lord land at? Israel. Who's in it? How is it parted? You got the so-called white man, you got the so-called Arab man, and you got the so-called Iranian man over there. Elam, Edom, and Ishmael. Go look it up, nigga, if you don't know. Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. There's 3 different nations over in the land of Israel right now. Edom, Ishmael, and Elam. See, this is the kicker of this verse. And they have cast lots for my people. You know what you did to us in slavery. You put a Negro and a so-called Negro wife on the auction block, and you sold the Negro, you sold the man in one plantation and the wife to another, and you split the kids up. The so-called white man did that right here in Babylon, the Great America. Yup. Virginia, Mississippi, Tennessee, Memphis, Florida, Arkansas, every state in America, niggas was sold. On what? Auctioning blocks. And they have cast lots for my people. Louisiana, oh boy. Alabama, oh boy. Alabama and Mississippi, one of the 2 worst. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? And when you look up Zidon, it's one of the sons of Canaan, one of the sons of Ham. Go look it up. One of the sons of Canaan. Go look it up. And all the coast of Palestine, which is where Palestine means Philistine, which are the so-called Africans, the Hamites. Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, because the so-called the Africans sold it to the so-called white man for muzzle-loading guns, cheap rum, and wine. Swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, the so-called white man. The so-called Africans sold Negroes, Jamaicans, and Haitians to the so-called white man. and they put us on slave ships. They tight packed us on slave ships that ye may remove them far from their border. And ye did. We ain't seen Israel since. Behold, I will raise them out of the place, whether you have sold them, America, uh, Portugal, Spain, Europe, England, Ireland, and will return your recompense upon your own head, Asia, and I will sell your sons and daughters into the hands of the children of Judah. We can't wait to put our hands on you Edomites. Oh boy. And they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. You sold us far off, right? For Yahweh have spoken it. So here's the point. Because you did this, therefore, because you did this to the Israelites, prepare, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Because you sold us, you removed us far from our border. Because you buck broke us, made us sleep with our mamas. You chipped niggas' teeth out and force fed them. You fed us to alligators to get your belts, boots, purses, and wallets. I got a book called Delectable Negro. You niggas ate niggas as a delectable, as a delicacy. What? You cannibal ass Edomites. You nasty KBs. Because you done this, hung Jacob with his hands tied behind his back. You cut Jake rod off. You burnt Jake alive. You tied Jake to 2 horses. You fed Jake the dogs. Yep, you did that. The things that the so-called white man did to so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Oh boy, what's gonna happen to you? Because you did this. Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Get your shit together, Esau. It's time to go. All you 30-year snipers. You went and did 15 years or 10 years and came back. And you just living, you sliding around, chilling. And get your ass up. It's time to go to war, bitch. You will be drafted. You will be called back for service. Because once you sign that contract, they own you. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares in the swords and your pruning hooks in the spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. You see Japan just fired a hypersonic missile. When have you ever saw Japan fire anything with missiles? Show you. The last of the last. Everybody is getting ready. And what are they gonna do? And them Japanese and South Korea, the last 2 nations that's dealing with Esau, just dealing with America. And even them, nigga, you drop bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. They won't get back, man. They celebrate that every year, man. Obadiah 1:7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They ate thy bread, have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And I want to show those articles because those are tontine proverbs, man. The Lord was edifying. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rikak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elder bishop, elders a great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles, nails of all Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing the truth and believing this truth, but four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole of the elect. Shalom to the walk who are listening, learning. If your sister are listening to our tuning in, may Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Stay prayed up. Isaiah 42:13, Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. Because it tell you in Exodus 15:3 that Yahweh is a man of war. He shall cry, yell, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. They the Lord's enemies. Before they was your enemies, Jake, the so-called white man, the Chinese, the Japanese man, the Irish, the Arab man, the Iranian Elamites, the Hamite, the so-called African, they was the Lord's enemy before they was ours. Remember that. Hey, throughout for tuning in, throughout for your precepts. Till next time I say Shalom. Wa Abba. Oh, now this is a good precept, brother. But in Jeremiah 4:7, when you read this, it was talking about Nebuchadnezzar. When it said this lion is coming from his thicket, it was talking about Nebuchadnezzar. But at the same time, it can apply, to Yahweh Shah. But it was talking about Nebuchadnezzar though. So yeah, till next time we say Shalom. The water for tuning in. Hey, stay prayed up, man. Stay prayed up. Oh, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Shalak, Rayum, Wa Anashim, Wa Abadim, Wa Haragyum, Wa Mashapayum, all call Adawamium, Wa Gawoyum, Wa Ayab Yamnawa, Babakasha, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the water, amen. Putting up curses on this bitch. Shalom.